Fans and some media members are itching to see the rookie play, but Fields is all in on the Bears' strategy.
I mean, if I don't believe in it, then it's not going to work out. So, I mean, my job is strictly to get better, be the best quarterback I can be, and, help my team win. I feel like there's no reason not to embrace it. I think there's a lot of people who would want to be in my shoes right now. So I'm just, grateful for the position that I'm in.
Great at the mic.
It is amazing. I've thought about this because I'm self-absorbed. How old is he?
Justin Fields is probably 21, I think.
I would have been so unprepared. I talk
22.
22. I talk for a living. You may have noticed.
Yes.
The idea that at 21, 22, I could step to the mic in Chicago and there'd be 100 media people and I could just be like, I think, what's not to like about it? I think sometimes people can't handle themselves on Twitter.
Yeah.
These 22-year-old dudes, they walk to the mic and they're just like the other day, Jordan Love walked up there. He was like, they're asking you questions about Aaron Rodgers. You could butcher the press conference. And he's just like,
it could have been a disaster.
We have seen coaches.
Yeah.
Adam Gase butcher press conferences. We've seen general managers book. The coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, the coach of the Detroit Lions, it's cringeworthy. You put kids up there and they're all like, yeah, I'm good. I can handle it.
Yeah, they're very impressive. I was talking about that yesterday. Like, I try to be very aware of how critical I am of these young people because I was a disaster at their age. Like, there's no chance. I don't even know. Actually, I would 100% not be sitting across from you. If someone gave me $30 million at the age of 21, there's not a good chance of me sitting here right now. I would fall apart. It's incredible, the poise that they have.
It really is. I say this all the time. Look around the NBA and the NFL at the stars. Now, the knock on Luka is he screams at his coach. Well, yeah, he's like so obsessed with winning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to pamper players because I can be very critical of players. But you look around the NFL and the NBA, I'll just talk to those two sports. And hockey doesn't have much of a problem either. Most of the great players at 22, 23 are shockingly adult, bizarrely adult.
I would say I would really give a lot of the former players some credit in that situation because a lot of the former players have made a great effort to kind of groom the next generation and go back and talk to them and give them advice about, how you should do what you should do with your money when you're young.
Right.
Get a financial manager that's separate from your accountant, that's separate from your agent, and make sure you have good people around you. You don't need to buy this. Don't go buy 4 cars, lease them. I think that the older generation has really embraced let's make sure that these guys are ready. They're going to these camps where you have legends working with you on your mechanics and how to talk to the press and how to talk before the draft. They're very prepared, but it's still on them to absorb it all, and they do an amazing job.
Yeah, they do. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the nenews.
And thanks for stopping by.
Leonard has been ruled out for tonight's Game 6 against the Jazz.
They can still win. They won in Utah.
Knee injury. Yeah, I don't think it's a done deal after the way they performed the other night. Why not? Now, how they're going to do in the next series is a whole different question.
I think I was surprised. Utah's favored tonight by a point to a point and a half, I think.
They are 2.5-point underdogs, according to Fox Bets.
The Clippers are?
No. No, the Clippers are 2.5-point underdogs.
So that's interesting. So, let me make my, so I would take the Clippers plus 2.5. I wouldn't touch 76ers Hawks.
Yeah, that's
because
a scary line.
The 76ers were so bad.
I don't think they'll be that bad again, but I'm not doubting the Hawks anymore.
Yeah.
That's I'm just going to watch that game and enjoy it. But yes, I would take the Clippers as well. So they were able to get that huge Game 5 win thanks to Paul George's 37 points. Yeah, I don't know what will happen after this series though. I could see them mustering another big performance tonight, but without Kawhi Leonard.
I'll be honest. I think the Phoenix Suns feel like a team in the finals.
Yeah.
Literally. I like the coach, I like the point guard, I like their construction. They've got a brilliant score. I mean, I look at Phoenix and I'm like, last 7 games, 7-0, shooting them 45%, 50% from the field. Phoenix gives me everything. They play 9 guys, 6 in double figures, coach of the year candidate, a true point guard. When you look at this playoff series, of all the 7 teams left, the one team I'm like, that feels like a finals team. Not like Brooklyn's good. They're all beat up. I don't know what I'm getting with
They're
them.
healthy. The only question that I have with Phoenix is what's happening with Chris Paul.
That's right. That's it.
So we will allegedly find out on Saturday what the deal is with Chris Paul. But if he is able to come back, if he's not able to come back for the series, I don't know how I feel about the Suns. They're not the same team.
Well, he'll come back for the series as a COVID, but he just may not be back for the first 2 games, right?
Maybe. I mean, we don't know what the situation is, though. Like, if he is positive, then he has to be out for at least 10 days. And what if he's sick? That could prolong it even further. Like, I don't know anything. I'm just saying, like, these are the scenarios that could possibly play out. Like, we don't have the answer on Chris Paul yet.
All right.
So if he's not available, that's a whole different conversation. But yes, if they're a complete team, I would love to watch the Suns in the finals.
Yeah, so would I.
So the Celtics have traded Kemba Walker and their 2021 first-round pick to the Thunder. They'll also send a 2025 second-round pick to Oklahoma City in exchange for Al Horford, Moses Brown, and a 2023 second-rounder. Oklahoma City in exchange for Al Horford, Moses Brown, and a 2023 second-rounder. Kemba spent the last 2 seasons in Boston. He had a disappointing year. He missed 29 regular season games and 2 postseason games to left knee issues. He has 2 years and more than $73 million left on his contract. And Horford was shut down for the last 28 games. Obviously, the Thunder finished 22-50. But the Thunder now have 3 first-round picks in this year's draft.
And it's a good draft.
Yes. So they have, with the Celtics pick, they also have the number 18 overall pick from the Heat and are tied for the 4th best odds in the draft lottery.
I mean, this to me, this feels like they wanted another first round pick, and were willing to eat Kemba's bad contract.
Yep.
And Boston just wanted out of the contract. So Boston's like, we got Tatum, we got Jaylen Brown.
We know what Al Horford is.
Yeah, we know Al. We like Al. We're maybe not a championship team next year. We'll have a new coach. But I think Boston's like, let's get out of this contract. It's going to be a wait. And OKC says, we're not paying anybody anyway.
Right.
It's the one contract we'll have, and Kemba's a good guy.
And he's a great player when he's healthy.
That's right.
If he can figure out his knee issues over the offseason, then that's a good situation. I mean, the Thunder obviously are completely going to be a really young team, but they have all the picks they could ever want to rebuild. And Boston isn't in a rebuild, but they are in a reboot.
Yeah, they just want to get rid of. That's a contract and knees they want to get out of. They've got 2 stars they like. And, I get it.
They needed the flexibility.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's winning this. I think it's 2 agendas. Boston wants out of a bad contract, and OKC doesn't pay anybody. So they're like, listen, we're gonna be a bunch of kids. Let's get a good veteran, nice guy. People like, bring him in for a couple years. We'll eat the contract.
You don't always have to win a trade. It can just be a move.
Well, people have different. The Jets needed picks. The Seahawks needed Jamal Adams. They needed a safety. So
you have different motivations in places that you are in as a franchise. So Matt Nagy has made it very clear that Andy Dalton will be the starter when the season begins, and Justin Fields will be his